Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. Today we have a double dose of Kingdom Death for you. We have the Architect and the Architect. So, this is the original resin Architect, and I don't know if it's a first run or not. We'll find out. I don't remember. It's been ages, and he's sat in my garage for some time, but since we just had the female Architect show up, I figured, what the hey, it's about time to get them both put together. What was interesting about the original Architect here is he doesn't have a very typical Kingdom Death look. This is before they did any type of actual sci-fi model, or at least official sci-fi model. And you can see he does have a bit of a more techie vibe going on there. There's our dashing young Architect. And I guess it was a first run. Ooh, number 334. Anyway. Can see a better look at the full artwork on the card there. And again, it doesn't look like a lot of typical Kingdom Death stuff. It's got like his little level thingy, chainsaw, blade there. And I want to say there was that Pinup Architect in the original Pinups of Death who's got a more fancy blade version as well. Let's take a look at the actual model. Quite a bit of parts here. We have the cloak itself. The head is going to attach to. We have the pants, a leg, and one of the more interesting bits, the helmet. So yeah, he does have a helmet, and it is a very sci-fi looking helmet. And the more I look at it, the more it reminds me of, what's it called? Kakugo no Susume, which was an old manga and was done up as a really infamous anime, Apocalypse Zero, if you really want to go searching that out. And he's got a little bit of an air bubble or a clefted chin, so I'm actually going to leave that head off. Now, on the artwork, they showed him, that's not the front, with the mask at his feet, but I have a pretty good feeling I can actually just glue the mask on and go full-on Henshin Hero style model. So that's all his bits. Oh, and then we have, what's this, the hands with the chainsaw blade thing and the trigger as well. And then there is this one that came to us on Black Friday 2019. I have no idea what year the original Architect here was. It's not like Kingdom Death ever bothers to put any sort of dating on their stuff. Somebody out there on the internet should know. Usual base. And this is another of their 3D prints. Okay. This is a bit of a change. I mean, rather than just a box, I know for this last Black Friday, everything was just their naked beta. Let's just keep it really simple. Thankfully, she survived in just that plastic bag. Oh, I'm like, where is her head? Okay, there we go. So the female one still has a similar design in terms of that more techie look, and unfortunately, she just has a regular head. She doesn't have a fancy Henshin superhero style head, although she does have a bit of the headgear on. I don't know what their deal is. Maybe it says on the website, if it's not like lost to time. Her head does not want to fit. Curious who is going to be the taller one. Anyway, I'm going to get them built, and we'll grab a couple other Kingdom Death models. We'll see how they all stack up, and hopefully I can figure out how to get that head on. But I do got to say, the quality of the cast seems pretty nice, and for a 3D print, there's a lot less cleanup involved compared to some of the other Kingdom Death models. That, well, then again, I was going to ramble on about that, but there are a couple little spots. Not too bad, and definitely not the worst that I've seen from them in terms of 3D prints. So, stop rambling, start building. Now we have both of our Architects all put together, and I am deeply regretting not busting open that old Pinups of Death plastic box I've got and busting the Architect out of there as well. So let's take a look at both models. As you can see, we have our female one with her head on this time, and she's got, I'm not sure what she's supposed to be doing with her hands. It's like she's answering her Bluetooth or using psychic powers or something. And honestly, if you want to go the psychic powers route, she would look kind of cool as a psyker or post-apocalyptic psychic type person. Our male friend here, as I warned you, he was getting that mask, whether he's actually supposed to be wearing it or having it on his face. I just don't care. He was getting it. I'm seriously tempted to paint them up like Kakugo no Susume powered suits too. And I can't even get him to stand up. There we go. Come on. You were doing good. Now he's not going to cooperate. Of course. Construction on the male was a little bit irritating, trying to get his hands to line up on his weird level thingy. Other than that, he went together really with no issues. Grabbing a couple other Kingdom Death models. I know I had some here somewhere. There we go. So you can see here, good old Alistair is a lot closer to our resin male friend, whereas our female one is a little bit taller. But grabbing such models as our 10th anniversary one, you can definitely see that there is that scale creep definitely going on with the line. So, quite cool models. I'm glad I own them, and especially having the female one now, I have a good excuse to finally get that male one done. Sadly, we still don't have that many male models available for Kingdom Death. I certainly would love to see an Echoes of Death type model, that box set where we take a lot of the classes and maybe even just turn them into male versions. I mean, I absolutely, have more than enough male models for other systems and other lines and other companies, but it would be kind of cool to have a few more men in Kingdom Death. So good luck finding a male architect or a female one at that point, because they're both kind of out there, and who knows when we're going to see the next encore presentation of either of them. At least with the female one, I think we'll see her come back again soon in the near future. The male one, you probably could find him for a relatively decent price online. He was never a big ticket seller, and he seemed to have sat on the store for a long time before he finally got retired. So you might have some luck if that's something you're in the mood to build and paint. If anybody out there has any painted samples, I would love to see what you've got, because outside of the one on the artwork, I really don't know what I want to do with it yet. So satiate my curiosity, please. With that said, this is High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures. Saying thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye-bye.